Live because I'm gonna talk about. Well, I'm just gonna go into a discourse uh, about my journey on here, all that I've experienced, maybe in the collection of things that I have to say and report on. It'll give some people insight. Maybe some of the insights that I've realized and taken to be valid can help others. Perhaps I mean, and that what I said earlier on that was not made up. Bird did send me a picture of Fusion's kid, and right after she had sent it, I had sent a message saying, and people can say what they want about this. Ask anybody else. Anybody can ask themselves. I haven't. I didn't ask and never have asked for anyone's pictures of their children, even from the people that have fucked with me. I did send a message to her after she sent it saying, right about the same time she sent it, I was like, I wonder what this kid looks like, something to that effect. It wasn't me saying, I didn't say, you gotta send me it. But she did at the same time. And, I gotta say, the way it was sent out so quickly to me and how over the next day or so I didn't see anyone leak it. I thought back then, I was like, surely she didn't give that to me, hoping that I would be the one to leak it and that they would just go after me, or put the heat on me. I figured she just, was, giving me the inside scoop, letting me see. And so I didn't think nothing about it. And I was trying to, dude, every person I've come across here, even the people that have fucked with me that formed the Workiverse, even them, you cannot please everybody. Not everybody's going to like you or like what you stand for or, your, how you go about doing your lives. They just ain't. And some people, if you're a person like me and you'll let known what your political leanings are and stuff like that, like some of these people may even hate me over that. They just don't say it. And that's one of the reasons why they justify along with a lot of other things. I have no idea. But it's clear to me, because she got butthurt over in the live that I done the other day. I said some of Gene's people. I guess I should have made it like some of the people that used to be around Gene, because really, and it was just only a few. It was Army. I don't even know if Carrie, but see, all of them are usually hanging together, so I clump them together. But they may not, whether or not every single one of them is like Carrie. I don't know if she's is or not. But some of them are just friends and associates and what have you. And I explained that, and if I remember correctly, I think I said in that live that I have a tendency to group people together, and I ain't trying to be like that. I could have sworn I said that, but regardless, it pissed Bird off enough to then take the initiative to time me out in someone's chat that's not her channel, and all the fucking lectures I've gotten from her and Army them about it's not your channel. Da, 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 da. Well, then why are y'all going and timing somebody out that's not even bothering nobody or doing nothing? Because you just want to fuck with them. You know that you can aggravate me easily, so you do it. That's a fucking bitch ass move. And to do it because I pointed out the facts. I'm sitting there arguing with whoever that one dude was, because he said he likes to have fun at other people's expense. Well, apparently you do too, Bird. Apparently all y'all do too. You know, just because you're going up against Workyverse and your Gene team don't mean you gotta fucking do shit like them. You know, I thought that was the whole purpose, was that y'all aren't gonna be doing shit like them. So why do you have a fucking like a mascot now over there on your side, the milkman, doing MC type shit? I mean, what's up with that? And why is he doing it to people that support you? He's an individual. He can't say, oh, okay, well, if he's an individual, then how come when I talked about them individuals the other day, you got all group fucking minded about it? You people, you're just hypocritical, man. You don't even know which way you're coming and going some days. God, that shit's been fucking twirling around in my brain now for a few days now. I didn't get that shit. Didn't understand it at all. If you And if people don't believe me, I mean, I'm not gonna post the messages and stuff because they have photos in them. But you know, I I almost would and would think about sending the Fusion Bird just so he could have them, and if he wanted to display and blur things out and show that you did it, he could. But I ain't gonna do that. I wanted to make her, but I mean, you decided to go out your way to fuck with me, so I wanted to fucking put you out there and fuck with you. You know? I mean, y'all always talking about I need to fucking stand up and do shit back. Well, fuck, I fucking done something back to your bullshit. I fucking exposed, put you on blast. You like it? You know, this all started from y'all fucking going out your way to prank, fucking mess with for fun, troll, or whatever you want to call it. I've been told some certain accounts or some people, whether or not they are, is another story. Hell, I don't know who it is that told me, so I really can't really trust it. But I could believe it. I could definitely believe it. Whether or not it is, who knows? I just, I don't know. All I was trying to do, I wasn't trying to make any videos or nothing. I was just trying to fucking hang out on other people's panel. That was the one last little fucking, I guess, call it social experiment I thought of was, well, let's see what the quality is if I just interact and not, you know, try to make videos or anything. You know, I got it thrown up in my face the other day that I troll people, you know, supposedly. You know, I mean, I don't see it as that. I see it as fucking books fucked with me a little too much. I put some titties on the screen, you know. Big whoop de doop. I mean, now if I trolled, I don't know, I would have got him to believe something that was completely fake and false and got a reaction out of it. That would have been a troll. All right. But I didn't do that. The time, well, yeah, I regret it, but the time that I did, but I did do it for the fucking right reason. I can say that. That with the probation thing, yeah, you know, I, but I don't necessarily beat myself up as much as I would on the other thing, which Iceman, you know, he didn't do it, but he got, you know, and and I did make now I did feel really bad about that call. Not only that, but you know what I said, what was parroted that I re-parroted to say. Yeah, that was fucking dumb, and it just shows that I way too easily will do can be talked into doing something that later on on reflection I may actually regret, don't look as well, I wouldn't like done back, vice versa. And so those are important things to reflect on because I mean those are two, I mean while it's only two, they are two instances in which I did do stuff like that. Everything else I know and can say without a doubt that I was either being reactive, responsive, or retaliatory. One of those three. Never was it instigating. I know that. So I think that record, if you want to look at the totality, speaks for itself. And I could give a shit less about Fusion, but I'm not gonna be the fucking person to do something so that then you guys can do it and just no, you should have kept books around is all I can say, because basically the way y'all have done it is when I criticized Johnny that last time, that was the last straw. Y'all talk shit and fucking said I was off the team then for just criticizing so-called another team member, but y'all was able to criticize me and talk down on me, and it's such fucking double standards. I try to get along with all the people. They gotta have someone like Ghost of Shadow or someone around because hell, Lord knows if it wasn't for them, if it wasn't for that person, fucking nobody would hardly probably know most of the shit that they know, you know. And he just happened to be the one that did it, you know. I mean, it's not like anyone else couldn't have done it, but nobody else tried or really done it, including myself. But I had so much shit going on, I'm not going to beat myself up over it. I just didn't have the time trying to, I didn't come on here to feature my fucking content about a single or a few groups of individuals or a couple, none. That's not why I came on here. I didn't come on here to find John Q, YouTuber, and put him up on the screen and say, well, yeah, this guy, he's up and down in Wisconsin. He's a dirty Wisconsin. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Today, guys, we're gonna call his housing manager. We're gonna pretend to be him. And we're gonna aggravate the fuck out of his housing manager, and then gets kicked out or some shit, evicted. You know, I mean, that's some shit like them people do. And I thought Gene Team, they wouldn't. And I didn't have a problem with Gene or Bert. I didn't blame y'all for that shit the other day. It was between Army, Books, and Carrie. I didn't have shit to say about Bird. I didn't say anything negative about any of you. And she still took it that way regardless. How dare I speak back to KC? Fuck that bitch. No loyal friend. I never kept any fucking, I I didn't actively think until after somebody came out wanting to sell messages that I'd ever have to worry about recording and screenshotting people I'm talking to I'm that have had shit done to them like me. Like there ain't a world and a reason in the world why we shouldn't be able to get along. But by God, it's gotta fucking happen. If they don't agree with my argument on something, they gotta voice it up and say something about it. Um, I wouldn't try to do that to others. I mean, there's nothing wrong with questioning somebody, but I don't see why she had to say, uh, basically, she was kind of like not just making a question or an argument. She was straight up like going at me on the fucking panel. And I mean, I took that as offensive because I was like, well, I mean, whenever I brought up stuff that she don't like and she says stop, not just on her channel, of course, yeah, she got the right to do it on her channel, but I'm talking about she's done on other panels too. I don't try to, I'm like, all right, my bad, bringing it up or whatever. I'll usually say something like that. But she just starts going, oh, well, you done stuff like that and da da da. Like, excuse me? I've never called a government agency on anybody unless they fucking threaten me or pretend to be police, so on and so forth, or they try to get me fucking in trouble with law. And that was just a few times. And for the most part, I didn't have any names to give. One time I had a name I was able to give. That's it. So, and it's not like they done anything anyways. But, you people, and I don't know if they've done anything like that or not. I'm not saying they have, Army or any of them. But, it's questionable when, they're trying to bring this Maverick, you know, this person nobody knows anything about. Uh, but yeah, he knows everything about everything already. And she gave me shit for fucking questioning on whether or not, like I was wondering who the fuck he was, and not his government name, but just who was he? Like, how did I know him? Was he new or whatever? That's basically what I was asking, and they took that the wrong way, and it all that shit just spiraled out of control. And she just went on, she just started just talking shit. It was uncalled for completely. I was like, I was thinking at that moment, I was like, what is she trying to do? Like, make fucking content for the people that's sniping this thing or something? Like, I legit found myself thinking that for a split second. I don't think she was, but you wonder. So I just don't need to associate with any of them people on. I mean, obviously, I already knew that for one side, but I didn't think it was like that on the other side, but I guess it is. You know, I hope they have a good fucking great fucking rest of their existence. I'll remember how fucking courteous and kind they always were. When it comes to themselves and one another, they won't allow certain shit to fly down and be said. But when it comes to other people, oh, fucking get some thick skin there, chum. You know, fuck that shit. I see right through that shit. I'm talking about, man, I've seen people come in there and just say one thing, and it's not even up maybe 2 seconds. It's just taken down. If I start taking shit down, I get bitched at. I'm like, I don't even know why people give me wrenches then. Just not even, just might as well not even give me a wrench. Hell, I still, even if I have one, I still get blocked anyways or timed out just for shits and giggles. I'm glad y'all think it's funny to fucking aggravate somebody's nerves. Well, I hope somebody aggravates your nerves 10 fucking fold. And you get to the point that you're just shaky. That's how bad your nerves are. Like, I hope to God somebody fucking puts you through that shit over and over and over. Just get your nerves riled up and then stop and then come back later and get your nerves riled up again and then stop and then get them riled up again and then stop. And that'll drive somebody fucking crazy. So, yeah. So, when it comes to that whole thing about they were saying Bird had done this and Doc's little me and this, that, I believe it. That's one thing maybe them fuckers have said that I believe, and that's because I got personal knowledge of her, like passing off shit to me without saying it, almost like she wants me to fucking put it out. Because I didn't see anyone else put it out, and I know I couldn't have been the only one it was shared with. Yeah, go on and be the fall guy. Yeah, I don't think so. Nope. Well, I think I've been it enough.